Hey there, guys. I'm Jim Wills here, Lobo super fan, and I have the pleasure of being here with a man that carries many names, right? Some are biblical. You'll see on Twitter the book of Malachi. My favorite is Captain Curveball. We'll let him introduce himself.
Well, my name is Malachi Emmons. I'm from Coventry, Connecticut, and it's my first year with the Lobos.
So what name do you prefer? Is there something we're missing that maybe is inside the clubhouse that we don't hear?
A lot of guys just have fun just mispronouncing my name. Like they call me Malachi. I like Lamb Dekai a lot. Like they just
Lamb Dekai?
Yeah, they just anything that just pops in their mind, they just say.
Because there's a basketball player, right? Malawach. So,
yeah.
Did you get any of that ever?
Mm-mm.
You ever get confused with him?
No.
No? All right.
No.
Just checking.
The only other person that I know is named Malachi was the basketball player for Syracuse. Back
what
2
era?
years ago.
2 years ago.
Yep.
Okay. Was he good?
Yeah, he was really good.
Probably not better than you, right?
That was back when Syracuse had almost the undefeated season.
That's right.
Yeah, like 3 years ago or so.
So you got some East Coast knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned today that you guys would enjoy is to hear Malachi's story. So he's from Coventry, Connecticut. Coventry, sorry. Sorry,
in
kid.
England.
Sorry, the tournament, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So everything in Connecticut's a half hour from Hartford,
Yeah.
from Hartford.
Yep.
So same for Coventry?
Exactly. Half hour to 45 minutes depending on traffic we're right there. So
Yeah, how'd you end up here in the 505?
So coming out of high school, I mean I was only throwing like 78 miles an hour, and I was only recruited by one D3 program, and that was up in New Haven, Connecticut, right outside of Yale. And towards the end of that season, I actually got sick. I contracted mono, so I wasn't able to pitch for the playoffs. And then when I came back, I threw a bullpen for a summer team, and for absolutely no reason, I was sitting 90-92. And then played on that summer team, talked to one of the kids on the team and asked me if I was looking to transfer. So his head coach, the coaches from Oklahoma are actually from New Haven and Boston. So they're New England guys.
Gotcha.
So they came down, watched the game, watched me throw a bullpen, and then that night they offered me, and then 3 days later I was on a plane and went down to Western
Oklahoma?
Western Oklahoma.
Gotcha.
Played there, and then we came out for a spring trip to Arizona, and we stopped in Albuquerque. We had a practice. Buddy came out and watched us. And then I started a game against Central Arizona, and Hawk was there to watch me pitch. And then that night they talked to me and offered me.
So what do you think happened when you went down with mono, top in 75, and came back? Like, what kind of antibiotics?
I honestly, if you told me I had mono, I wouldn't have believed you. I only had one symptom, and it was just the swollen nodes.
Right, that's right.
It wasn't sluggish.
How long did you sit for? Like probably 4 to 6 weeks.
I had to sit for at least 4 weeks.
No contact, right?
Nothing.
So we're worried about your spleen.
Exactly.
So what do you attribute the uptick to? Mechanics? Being healthy? Maybe that's what it was.
I mean, so when I started there, I was like 70, 78, 79. And then,
right.
like, through the season, I was sitting like 83, 84. But, I mean, I jumped from 83, 84 to 90, 92 literally overnight for no reason.
Wow.
It's just, to me, it's a God thing.
Yeah.
It was just like, now you're going to throw hard.
That's awesome, brother.
Yeah.
So, enough of this throwing heat stuff. What we want to get to is Captain Curveball here. So tell me the evolution of the curveball. So youth baseball, right? When did you start throwing a curveball?
So my dad played baseball when he was younger, and he was pretty much my pitching coach when I was a kid. And went through all All-Stars and stuff like that, like 9 to 12. And didn't let me throw a curveball because he didn't want me to hurt my arm. And then he said, when I think you're old enough, I'll let you start throwing the curveball that I was taught. So I've been throwing ever since I was 13. I've been throwing the same exact curveball.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So you haven't changed the grip, the
Not
mechanics,
changed the grip,
and your dad taught you that curveball?
Well, he's a lefty, so the way he likes to say this, he's trying to teach a righty how to throw a lefty curveball.
Okay, maybe that's why it's so good, huh?
Yeah.
So tell me about the curveball. Is it a 12-6er? What is it?
I mean, even after yesterday's game, the kid in the back that was charting was like, "So do you throw a curveball and a slider?" And I was like, "No, I have the same grip. Sometimes I throw it different. Sometimes it slides. Sometimes it goes 1 to 7. Sometimes
Right.
it's 12-6.
Gotcha.
I just throw it and it just.
So
does
what's
what
the
it
step
does.
down in velocity on your curveball?
So my fastball's about, yesterday I was saying 86, 88, but I can run it up to like 89, 90 sometimes. But my curveball is like 79, 82.
Gotcha. And so How often do you throw the curveball?
This year,
A little laugh because
yeah.
I watch a lot of Lobo baseball, and when I can't watch, I listen to Portnoy, and so I have an idea of what's coming.
Yeah, so I mean, this year I've thrown a lot more than I had in the past. I mean, if I could go percentage-wise, I'd probably throw 75 to 80% curveballs.
How many did you throw yesterday?
In 4 2/3 innings, I probably threw 3 changeups and maybe 10 fastballs. Everything else was curveballs out of like 50 pitches.
So when you had those bases loaded yesterday and no outs, that curveball, you've been throwing it since 13. That's probably a pitch you feel real comfortable.
I have more command of my curveball than any other pitch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So 13 is when he started throwing his curveball for all you minor league coaches out there, right? And then sometimes your velocity can just jump and go, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, to me, it's just a God thing.
I believe it. So tell me about this group of guys. First year here.
Absolutely love them. Absolutely love them. It's a great locker room.
Have your parents been here?
They haven't.
Okay, they coming?
They were going to, except my sister just had a baby.
Okay.
Like a few days ago. It was the first one, so they wanted to go down and visit her. And she's actually lives in Oklahoma, so they were gonna go there and then drive down here.
That's right, yeah.
But it was just too much because I mean, drive to Oklahoma is almost like 20 hours, and then another 11 hours here, and then drive from here all the way back to Connecticut.
Will they have a chance to get out this season, do you think?
My dad's really trying to, but I don't know if it's gonna be a for sure thing or not.
You want to give your parents a message here? We'll get it off to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just thank you for all the support, and I love you guys. I mean, you guys have been there for me even when nobody else has. Back when I was even playing D3 ball, my dad, you believed in me back then. So I just thank you for everything, and I hope I'm making you proud.
So that's a great story, guys. I mean, I hope you take time to listen to this and share this story with your kids and your family, because there's a great group of guys here, a diverse group of guys that come from all over the country, have unique stories. Except they can't throw a curveball like this guy. So we're going to pause for a minute, and we're going to bring in a test subject here, and we're going to see if Captain Curveball will show us how to grip his curveball. All right, Char, you can kill it.